Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial to teach you how to take your component skills to the next level by using component variants and properties. If you're brand new to components, I recommend watching my other components tutorial first, linked in the description below. In this video, we will go over the basics of components, but I'm also going to teach you how to make this create an account screen by using components for each of these text boxes. Each of these text boxes are instances of a master component, but have used variants and properties as shown here on the right-hand side of the screen to allow me to make changes to them. So let's go ahead and dive in. Here I'm going to show you where we have the master components, and here we have the screen that we're going to create. So first, before this video, I went ahead and made this text box with a title, a text box with a light gray stroke, and then text with a light gray. The first thing that we want to do is we want to make this a master component. So we're going to go ahead and right click and select create component. We can also hit Control-Alt-K, but this will make it a component. And we know that it's a component because the text box exterior changed from the blue to the purple. And then also on the left-hand side, we see complete text box now has these 4 little diamond shapes. The way that master components work is that you create this master component and then you can create instances. The way that you create an instance is you press Alt and then you can pull a version away. There's other ways to do it, which we'll talk about during this video, but let's just start with this one. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, you now see there's this light purple single diamond shape that's showing you that this is an instance. So if I were to make a change here, let's say make this red, then it's now reflected in the instance. So that's what makes these so powerful. So we're going to go ahead and go back and just start with this here as the master component. I want to create 3 different variants of this text box. First, we want this light gray, which we already have. But second, I want one with a blue exterior and black text for when it's selected. And then I also want one with a red line or a red stroke to show if there is an error. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm actually going to make the error first, but we're going to go to the right-hand side of the screen and press this diamond with the plus that says add variant. So as you see here, now it just duplicated the gray line and tile from above. And then it created over here the property and then the variant. So we're going to do this at the end, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to change this one. I'm going to double click and then select this box, and I'm going to change the stroke to this on this box to red. So now we have a red stroke. Now I also want to create a blue variant. So I now have this plus sign available. So I'm going to click the plus sign, and now there's the variant again of this original. And so I'm going to double click. I'm going to select a blue color. Actually, let's just do this pre-made blue right here that matches the button. And then I'm also I'm going to change the text here to be like a dark gray. Let's be a little darker because I want it to show up when you've selected the box to a little bit darker color for typing. So now what we've done is over here at property 1, I'm going to click on that and change this to color. Okay. I'm going to click out of that. And then I'm going to click on this filter button, and there's default, variant 2, and variant 3 showing each of the options. Well, I'm going to actually rename each of these to the color that corresponds with the box. Cool. So we're going to go to the local assets panel. And then here I have 2 versions of the same thing. This one is because I created it earlier to show you the example, but this is the one here that we just created. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and then say insert instance. Okay, so here it is. It put the instance over here. So if I were to pull this over here and put it on my app screen, you can see now for this instance, I have the option of making it red or making it blue. It's very cool, but I'm going to take this one step further. We're going to use component properties, which will allow us to make even more variations and have them show up here on the right-hand side of the screen, as I showed you earlier in this tutorial. If I clicked here, look at all these options. I can turn the title on and off. I can change the name, enter your name, show the box text or not show the box text. So I'm going to show you how to make each one of those changes. I'm going to go ahead and select this first name, and I'm going to select name in each of these text boxes. And then I'm going to go to the right-hand side where it says appearance, and I'm going to click this shape that's right here. And I'm going to click the plus sign, and then I'm going to keep it as property, and then I'm going to say title text. And this value here for true is showing that it's going to be a Boolean value for true if it's visible and then false if it's not. So we're going to go ahead and create that property. Okay, so now if I were to click here on this instance, give it a second here to pop up. There we go. So now the title text is showing. Look at that. I can turn that on and off using this toggle right here. Very cool. I'm going to go ahead and select name. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the right-hand side of the screen, and I'm going to press this little shape here, the plus sign, and I'm going to create a property, and I'm going to call it text title text. We're going to call it title text here, and then select create property. So now this is going to create another property for this instance. So let's go ahead and select here. So title text 2, because I already had title text, but what this is going to allow me to do is change in the instance the title or the wording that's in there. Now, you can also just do this by selecting the box and then changing it here too. So I could just change this to password. So that's another way to change it. But sometimes it's just easier if you have everything right here, allowing you to create those properties very quickly and easily and have it reflected in the instance. Okay, so now what we've done is we've made it so you can turn the title on and off. And then from this box here, you can go ahead and change it to name. But what else? The other thing that I want to do is I'm going to do the same thing for the enter your name box. So I'm going to select each of these. Again, go to appearance. I'm going to select property. I'm going to say text visible. And then I'm going to select create property. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to come up here to enter your name. I'm going to select this shape and then change it from property to, let's do text box text, and then create property. Okay. So now what I've done is I've created all of these properties. So I can start with name, enter your name, blue box. Next, I'm going to go and I'm going to insert another instance here. And I'm just going to pop it right down here. I'm not going to worry too much about spacing for the moment. And then I want this to be gray. I want the title to be shown. I'm going to go ahead and rename this to email. And I'm going to put enter your email and hit enter. And there now it's reflected in the box. So I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to insert another instance, and we're going to create one for the password this time. Okay, there we go. Let's see. It's close enough. I'm not going to worry too much about that at the moment. We're going to make it gray. And then I want the title of the box to say password. And then I'm going to put here, create a password. And then I'm going to do one more example of this insert an instance. Okay, and I'm going to put it right down here. Okay, but this time I actually don't want the title to be shown. So I'm going to move that up a little bit closer. And then I'm going to put re-enter your password. Okay, there. And then I can create this into a component as well, and then just create an instance and then pull that over here. And there you go. Now you've created each of these text boxes from a master component, and it will allow you, as you continue, I can change that to red, change it to red this time. As you were to make different screens, you can pull this exact same text box, use the variations that you need, and speed up your overall process. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe for future content.